Did you know that trick-or-treating in New World Aeternum is actually worth it? In today's video, I'm going to be highlighting how you can actually trick-or-treat in New World, what you can get from it, and what the different candies you get from trick-or-treating actually do to you and your character. There's a handful of really cool effects that honestly a lot of them are actually worth going for, plus a lot of them are just fun, kind of like giving you those corrupted eyes that my character have right there. So let's go ahead and jump into the first part of the video, which is how you can actually start trick-or-treating today. So in order to actually start trick-or-treating, you're going to have to wear a costume. You can easily get costumes just by taking down the open world boss and converting that material into the cauldron and things like that. Once you have the actual Halloween costume itself, you can equip it, and then you'll have a handful of minutes where you can actually start traveling around different towns and looking for these baskets. In order to actually interact with these baskets, you need to be wearing a costume, and once you actually do claim the goodies inside, you will get at least one piece of candy, as well as a chance of getting not only some pieces of equipment, but also a small chance of getting a rare cosmetic. Now, this is important because you can actually save tokens in the long run by simply trick or treating every day and gathering these baskets, because the cosmetics you can get from these baskets are actually the same ones you can get from the NPC event store. So, again, save your tokens and use them for something other than cosmetics, because you can actually get the cosmetics just like this one on the screen right here just by gathering these different baskets. Now let's talk about some of the candy you can get, starting with the corrupted jelly beans. When you actually consume these jelly beans, your eyes go corrupted and you get this cool red glow on your character. I think it only lasts like a few minutes, but again, just fully a visual kind of Easter egg there. If you want to take some cool screenshots or things like that, then go ahead and eat a jelly bean, get your pictures, and then move on, because all that really does is give you glowing eyes. And speaking of unique visual effects, the next candy that I want to talk about is the Angry Earth Candy Fish. When you consume this, you actually turn into a fish. I think it lasts like 10 seconds, but you literally just turn into a fish. You cannot move, you cannot like do anything. You can freak people out. Like even this guy's like, what the heck just happened? Yeah, I just turned into a fish. That's what it does. That's all it does. Before jumping into the next candies, I do want to call out that if you enjoyed this video or any of the other videos I've pushed out, consider hitting that subscribe button. It just tells me I'm doing a good job and should continue pushing out these types of videos. Okay, enough of that. Let's jump back into some of the candies. Next up is probably the coolest out of all the candies, and it is the Lost Black Licorice. So there's a handful of different things this thing does. When you actually consume the candy, you'll see this pop up right here saying the distinct taste lingers and you feel luckier. On the right side of the screen, you'll see all of the bonuses that you actually picked up. Not only is there a increase in overall global luck, which means you should be eating this candy before chest runs, but you also can get an increased amount of extra items when doing certain refining and crafting. So just to kind of showcase what exactly that means, let's go over to this station right here and take a look at some of these ingots. You can see the chance at getting an additional item right on the right side there. But let's go ahead and take a look at like iron ingots, for example. So right now I have a 32% chance of getting an extra item. After waiting for the buff to actually expire, I went back to that station and saw that there was a 30% chance right there. So there's proof there was a 2% bonus. The last candy I want to call out is the Ancient Grizzly Gummies, which is probably, again, one of the more useful gummies. It calls out that you kind of are just hungry for more tokens. When you actually gather tokens at this point, like the Night Veil tokens, you will now get double the amount. So before you actually open these Night Veil Cauldron caches, make sure you eat one of those gummies, because instead of 10 tokens, for example, you'll get 20. This really just helps you get a ton of tokens even faster now, allowing you to purchase some more goodies from the event NPC store. I'm actually going to jump in here now. I haven't done a ton of this, but I'll probably buy a few skins here and there. But yeah, that really covers it. Those are the 4 candies. So again, some of them are a little bit more useful than others, but it totally is worth playing around with if you haven't already. So be sure to go trick-or-treating out there, and good luck on getting some candy. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys later.